Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and today we are playing our Blackrock Adventurers game. Tonight, hopefully, we'll get through levels 4 and 5 of the dungeon under the tavern. We've taken some liberties. We are now going to be off script from the module. I've done a couple of my own levels that I've made maps, so I will show those when the time comes. But with that, first we're going to let everyone introduce themselves and their characters. And then we're just going to get into the play. So let's start with Nicole.
I'm Nicole. I'm playing Kat Dankill. She's a dwarf monk, Way of the Sun, who has a slight drinking problem.
She's getting help with that. No.
Yeah, mostly because we're stuck in a dungeon and there's no taverns down here. But yeah.
You're so close, yet so far away.
Exactly.
Next up is Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm playing Francis D'Angelo, a human tempest cleric who is a boring, grumpy, old white guy. He has proficiency in being hangry, in criticizing younger generations, and going to bed before 10 o'clock.
Hey, that's a very important skill to have that I'm still working on in my old white guy age of 36. So I'm with you. Next up is Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura, and am also proficient at going to bed before 10 o'clock, though Nolty, my Asimir Star Druid, is not. And she's not loving being down in this cave, because it has been far too many days without seeing the night sky. She's ready to see some stars again here pretty soon.
Hopefully that happens. Next up is Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm also kind of like going to bed before 9. Like, that's honestly not that terrible. Though Riley, my character, not so much, as Riley's main proficiencies relate to playing cards and starting fights. I'm playing Riley, the cowboy warlock, who he's got an itch to gamble, I think, at this point. He's kind of got to scratch that itch.
And as we all know, the best card games and bar fights happen after 11.
This is true.
Oh, yeah. More like after 1 o'clock. And
but do you remember the ones after 1?
That's what makes them really
Do
great.
you want to remember the ones after 1?
Yeah. And next is Paula.
I'm Paula. I am playing Vic tonight. She is a human barbarian, a very stereotypical shoot first, ask questions later, hope that intelligent people in the group make good decisions, because she's just going to kill the first thing she sees, and hope for the best.
I love it. So, does anybody want to give a recap of last session? Does anybody remember what happened last session? Anybody who wasn't drinking last session? No. I'm kidding.
So, last session, we found this weird leather-wrapped stone necklace from the doppelgangers that Vic put on, and it got, like, sucked into her chest. I'm not sure what that did exactly. We figured out that
cool.
That didn't make her evil at all.
Well, I think her eyes started glowing red, I think. Or no, I think it was just that she got really bitchy after that instance. But I'm not sure if that was related to the amulet. She might have been hangry. I don't know. We figured out that the barrel was generated skeletons. Let's see. Vic got really fixated on generating skeletons with that barrel.
Yep.
Let's see. We did find a holy symbol of Arctics. We found a corpse who was clothed in robes. Riley conjured him up to have a conversation with him. And we found out he was looking to kill Thadher, and we believe that this is Thadher's lair. And then we found this really cool fountain of flowing with blood and a skeleton lectern. And then a vampire appeared and said, "Fresh." and attacked us before we walloped its butt. We got lucky.
Yeah, that was a little bit too easy. I'm just saying. I thought it was going to be hard.
I think it ran away. To be specific, I believe it ran away in between. Like it turned to like smoke and went through like a wall or something.
Yeah. Then we stumbled on a veritable pharmacy with like 10 like magnificent healing potions of ultimate healing. And so I think we divvied those up. And then, as if for dramatic effect, almost like a season-ending cliffhanger, the ground began to shake, and Kat and Nolte fell into a steaming pool of water of some sort, or acid. I don't. My notes are real clear.
They died. They died.
I think it was lava or water. One of those two. I'm not sure. And I have a note that we still have to go through the crawl space to room 10. And that, of course, is before we go after Kat and Nolte and the vat of acid.
So, yes, we left off and the ground was shaking and a couple people fell in the water. So, with that, you guys were in... Let me pull up the map.
For clarification, do I still have a bone naga? Or no? Is that gone?
It didn't fit in the room.
Oh,
which is the issue.
Dang it.
But, yes, you guys were in this room with this pool of water here. This little perfect pool of water. So, yeah, that's where we left off. But anyway, so we will start the session in that same room with Nolte and Kat trying to dig themselves out of the water. Now, as they're trying to pull themselves out of the water, though, once again, you guys feel the ground beneath you starting to tremble. All of you that are currently in this room, you feel the floor beneath you give way. You in the water, you also feel this sudden motion, almost like if you're on a roller coaster with your stomach flipping. You just feel weightless for a second. You all come crashing down one floor below you. And you are now in this big pile of water amongst this rubble in this water. You also can see that the water is flowing over the edge over here. And there's also water that's running down the wall just north, like this whole wall around you. Has water flowing down it and into this couple feet of water. It's not very deep. You could stand in it easily. And it's flowing down into this dark chasm. So what would you guys like to do?
Pool.
Yeah.
Can we tell how far down that is?
You want to go over and look?
I mean, you said this area, the water's only a couple feet deep, right?
Yeah. So then Vic gets up and walks to the edge. Give me a perception check. And do you guys still have the magical light on Francis's shield going and stuff? And I think your crown also had light.
We have it on Francis's shield and Vic's crown, and those are just cantrips. So anytime it goes out, we just refresh them. I believe is what we said.
What's the range on those? On the light?
30 feet?
30 feet of bright light?
Maybe it's 15 bright and the next 15 is dim.
Bright light, 20-foot radius, and dim for an additional 20 feet.
There we go.
You know, you could cast light on a rock and chuck it over the side, and that would show us how far down it goes.
I did that with the well.
Yeah. I'm just saying we could do it again.
I mean, if we need to know how far down it goes, I could just jump in and check. Or am I still buried under rocks?
You guys are kind of on top of the rubble.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What we're talking about is the waterfall going down into a chasm here.
Yeah, she could change it to a salmon. Come on, man.
Well, I'm just gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
So Vic's gonna walk over to the edge and peek her head over.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 21 on that perception check.
So, looking down, you can't see all the way down. You see the full maximum distance that the light will show you. But you can hear water crashing into more water down below. Because of your 21 perception, you believe it's probably a good 150 feet down before it crashes into the water down below.
So looking around this room, are there any obvious ways out, or are we just in a...
You're kind of on a ledge that's water, like kind of pooled there, and then the part that it kind of is overflowing on the other edge down to the below area. You can see across to the other side is what looks like a normal stone floor. This whole thing is like stone floor. And you can kind of start to see into this area a little bit.
Okay, so how far... So you're saying laterally there's a gap, there's a gulf there between where we stand and the...
Yes.
And what I think you wrote, is that 2? Is that it?
Yes, for this. So this is area 2. So the chasm is only 10 feet across.
Only 10 feet.
Yep. And you guys can all smell. It smells like something died, and it's a very strong smell.
Oh, so we could just jump 10 feet across, and then we're good, right?
Yeah, some of you can. I think we went over that with your strength scores.
Yeah, totally. Why don't you go first, and we'll follow.
So
I mean,
when you say we smell something, is it like the foul stench of death, or
Like rot,
or like from a bog, or is it like decay from
decay,
an animal or something, or a body, or...
Yeah, it smells more like something decay. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a limited number of jump spells I could cast. I also haven't used my wings today.
I mean, I feel like it's not that far. You know? Like...
Said the one not wearing metal armor.
I mean, at least, like, for one person to just jump over there and check it out, I could probably jump over there, right?
Tell you what, Vic, why don't you, like, chuck me across?
I mean, sure, let's do it.
I thought we established Vic isn't actually that strong.
Shh. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I mean, I've seen you try to knock down the last couple of doors. I think we're all on to your secret at this point.
Just give him the gun show. Let him see. Don't worry.
They look pretty defined.
Yeah.
All right. So
she's got vanity muscles.
What do you have to do to run 10 feet? Because we have a running start, right?
Oh yeah, you got
water.
lots of space. It is only 2 feet deep though, so you could run in that. It's not as easy as dry land, obviously, but it's not like up to your waist or anything either.
I love how we're arguing over
it's
who
up
should
to your
jump
waist
over
on
it.
Cat, I would say.
And I'm pretty sure, like, Cat could probably just skip and, like, make this 10-foot jump.
All right, well, why don't we send over the easy ones, like the monk and the unarmored and, unarmored, who can easily make this, and then you can be I don't know, maybe we can tie the rope on the fat middleweight party members like me.
I'll hang back and wait till everybody else is gone, just in case people need help.
All right, I'm gonna run and jump.
All right, give me an athletics check.
This probably be fine, right?
Might be.
You'll be fine. It's good.
Every really terrible story starts with a phrase like that. Oh, that'll be fun.
It's gonna be fine. It's not a problem. Are you sure you don't want me to do?
No, athletics is definitely what I want.
Intimidation.
Unless you're gonna do you can intimidate the chasm to like lift you up. Yeah.
So like, what happens if you get like an 8? Is that pretty? That's pretty solid, right? It's only 10 feet. I had a running start.
So this is what happens.
Default standard,
so
right?
Vic steps back and she's like, "This isn't going to be that bad." And she's like, starts running, not even full speed, obviously. And as she goes to the edge, she like tries to jump off of the edge, and her foot slips, and she does not make it 10 feet.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
Give me a dex save.
Oh. Yo, dude, this I got.
Until you roll a 1.
That's 17.
All right, so as you slip, you kind of regain your bearing. You do not still make the jump, but you are able to grab the other side, the ledge.
GM, if I may.
Yeah.
As Vic is hanging onto the ledge, Riley's hand just kind of appears and like, "Can I help you up?" As he misty stepped over to the other side. Vic, do you need some help?
Yeah, maybe a little. It looked like it wasn't that far.
Yeah. And Riley's just gonna pull Vic up, help pull Vic up.
Yep, no problem.
This is why you don't run with scissors, Vic.
Or great swords.
Vic
Well,
will
the rest of you
kind
coming or what?
All
of
right,
dust
so
yourself up. I'll
um,
throw a rope over. Like I'll
Thank you.
tie a rope around my waist and just kind of chuck it over there.
all right. I don't trust myself, so I'm going to tie a rope on the other around my waist, and I'll go ahead and make the jump as best I can.
All right. So do it at disadvantage, just because, again, you are in heavy armor and the water.
All right, so I already rolled a 2.
Oh!
I'll go ahead and roll.
Cast jump before you do this?
No, I'm not going to make you burn spell slots on this. All right, so
But
I
you
got
have
a
rope
12
on you. So,
and a 2.
At least you won't die.
yeah, so you're good.
That's
So,
unadjusted. So with dex, what do I have? Strength or dex?
athletics check.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 4. That's a good. That's a good solid 4.
So you see Francis, like, ties the rope around his waist. Vic, you have the other end, right?
Oh, sure do.
Does Riley have it as well? Yes? Okay, so you're both holding it. Okay, so he steps back until the rope is nice and tight, and then he starts running, but in his armor that is a little bit oversized for him, and the water that's getting caught in his boots, he's slow motion running and tries to jump, and he makes it about halfway, not even close, and just basically it's like an anchor. He just goes, boom, and you have to catch him. Now, because it's 2 of you holding the other side of the rope, one of you needs to make a strength save with advantage.
I
pull him
nominate
up.
the barbarian.
I can do it. Unless Riley really wants to.
No, that's good. You're good.
Okay.
You take it. You take it, muscles.
19.
All right, yeah, you pull him up, no problem. Thanks to Riley pulling the back, you guys are able to get him up easily. That just leaves Kat and Nolte. Nolte's over there like, is anybody going to let me cast jump?
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't even think Kat needs it.
Maybe just do guidance and give her.
Sure.
All right.
Be guided.
All right. Athletics. Here we go.
And that gives her
Probably get a
advantage.
4 on it.
She's gonna roll a 20.
D4.
19.
Yeah, she basically just runs on top of the water
Hops.
like she was taught as a monk and skips, like you guys were saying, and just goes, shoof, lands right on her feet. Very
Yeah,
graceful.
but you guys are burning up all your good rolls. I got my crappy ones out of the way.
Sure you did.
Last time it didn't work
That's
that way.
the trick. You don't
Did
roll.
not. The last time jumping was really dangerous.
It's true. Last time I was consistently bad, but
Except
I
on
was
one initiative.
consistent.
That's true.
All right, Nolte, you want this rope?
Nope.
Or
Nolte's gonna back up and take a running jump, except when she reaches the apex of her jump, she's just gonna sprout her wings out and glide to the other side.
There you go.
show off?
Yeah, you
I
can make
was
it over there.
just, oh, you beat me to it.
All
Just
of,
all jealous.
So all of you, as you get over there, you notice now that like it's kind of quiet that you guys are over there. You can all hear behind you, coming from that room. It almost sounds like wood on cement floor. It's like click, 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 click.
Yeah, what's that?
Wait, the room that we're in?
that you're about to go into.
No, there's like a wall behind us, and we have to go like up and around.
So you guys are right
room.
here, and just coming from here, you hear a noise.
All right. That's my cue.
Load up. Be ready for trouble.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out some swords and walk around that wall. See what's on the other side.
So you come
back her up.
Yep, you come around that corner and you see, when you look down, you see 6 pillars that hold up a 30-foot ceiling. Countless bones of dead rats litter the floor. Some bodies of fresh dead rats are sprinkled within the piles of bones. 2 statues sit adjacent to a large throne. One statue appears to be a man who seems to carry his head in shame. The other one looks angry with clenched jaw and clenched fist. Sitting on the throne, you see a robed figure in very nice, either like a silk robe. And in his hand, next to his, like on the hilt of the sword, is a sword, just kind of against the floor. And you hear him speak. "I've been waiting for you." And you see, come from out of the bones of rats, you see what looks like some skeletons that stand up and start moving their way towards you.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Everybody roll for initiative.
No, we got a problem.
It's just a couple skeletons.
Yeah, it's only
just
2.
a couple of skeletons. Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. Why? Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
I took the like really good initiative feat, and I always roll under a 5 on initiative.
I got.
That's why I took it.
So.
Yeah, clearly.
If you guys could type it into the side, that would be very helpful. And then I will roll as well. Okay. Nolte has a 15. Francis and Vic are going to go first. Followed by Kat, then myself, and then Nolte, and then last is Riley.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys are still in that hallway space. So, now the 2, like I said, there's 2 skeletons that kind of stand up out of this pile. The noise you can now figure out. It sounded like the bones moving within each other and possibly hitting the stone floor was the sound you heard. So yes, you're up, Francis. What would you like to do?
I'm going to start with a bless spell. Vic, Kat, and Riley. All your attacks and saves add a die 4.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Next up is Vic. Right? You don't want to move or anything, right, Francis? You want to stay out in that hallway space?
For now.
Okay. All right, Vic. What you doing?
So approximately where in the room are these skeletons located?
So you guys, like I said, are out here. You're probably like standing right here. Each of these squares, I don't know if you can see them real well, is 5 feet. So they're probably where this 3 is. So I'd say 10, 20, 30, about 40 feet away from you.
Ooh. My movement is exactly 40.
Oh, perfect.
So I can get up to them and then attack them, correct?
Yep. And just so you know, they seem to have battle axes in their hand and shields.
Oh yeah, I'm not really that concerned about it. These guys are probably super easy to kill. You know, I mean, how hard can skeletons be?
I love when you say that.
So, I know, I probably just sealed my own fate by saying that. But Vic, upon seeing the skeletons, lets out a cry. She is going to run towards them.
Okay.
And I'm actually I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And then I will attack.
Okay. You attacking the one on the left or the right?
The one on the left.
All right.
All right. Ooh, that doesn't look that great. 10 and a 15. Wait, hold on. An 11 and a 19.
The 19 is going to hit. And what are you hitting it with again?
Longsword.
Okay.
Kind of sketchy. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep. All right. So you hit the one. So when you hit it, you kind of slice through some of the scraps of armor on it. The other attack with the sword just hits off of its shield. It blocks it pretty easily. And yes, you do make contact with the bones and scratch them up. You'd probably dig into one pretty deep, but he's still standing. Yeah. Cat, it is your turn.
Okay. I will go up to the skeletons and what am I going to do to them? I'm going to try my... Would there be a place where I could do Burning Hands and not hit Vic?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Okay. What's the range on that, by the way?
It's a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
And there's a dex saving throw.
All right, so those two skeletons will have to make that save. I got... Let's see, you said dex?
Yep.
Okay, I got a 12 and an 18.
So the 18 does.
18 makes it. Okay.
So half damage.
For half damage. And how much was the damage?
12... 17.
17. All right. So the one skeleton that Vic had cut catches on fire and falls over on top of its axe. The other one, the flame kind of ignites him, but it goes out right away, and he's still standing.
Nice. For my bonus action, I'm going to do my unarmed strike.
Okay. Go for it.
15.
That will hit.
They get 6 points of damage.
So when you hit it, you bust right through the chest cavity and out the back of its spine, and it crumbles into a pile of bones. Just falls apart. And that is okay.
I imagine Vic turns to Kat to high-five her. Good job.
Basically.
Beautiful. All right, so it is now the guy in the throne's turn. So
he's so far away that all he can do is get up and walk.
Of course. So
Dirty looks. All I can do is give dirty looks.
So you see him kind of like in this throne, and he doesn't stand. All of a sudden, he just starts hovering straight at Vic and Kat.
Don't like that.
And he does this the full 40 feet over.
Jim, does he look familiar to Riley at all?
No.
Okay, that's good.
He does have very pale skin.
Okay.
He also has very sharp, pointy teeth. And he
okay.
has blood on his lower chin that kind of flows down onto his bony, scraggly chest.
I do believe the term is weapons free.
Oh, but he's got a sword.
No, yeah. I'm just not worried about attacking I was worried it might be someone important to Riley, and it's not. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So he is holding a rapier, by the way. So the very first thing he will do is he is going to attack Vic with his first attack with his sword. And that is going to be a 18 to hit.
That's a miss, sir.
All right. With his second attack, he is going to try and hit you again. That is a 25 to hit.
Okay, well, I mean that time. Yeah.
That is 4. Oh, yeah. Actually, that is 5 piercing damage from the rapier. And his last attack, as he does this and draws blood from you, he lunges out with his teeth for the wound. And that is a 20 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, goodness.
Hold on, I'm trying to see. No, yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, so you take 9 points of piercing damage from the teeth. You then take 8 points of necrotic damage from the bite itself. And give me a charisma saving throw.
Add an extra D4.
Thank you for reminding me. 'Cause I do not get charisma bonuses. Oh, yeah, I don't get any bonuses. 13?
Okay, I'm going to send something real quick.
It's going great, guys.
That's never
It's
good.
fine.
That's never
It's fine.
good.
Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you're fine. We definitely aren't killing this thing and you.
Oh, shit. I love all you guys. Just remember that.
Hey, Francis. You don't happen to have remove curse prepared, do you? Nope.
Okay, so
Never do.
Nope.
No one ever has it prepared.
I do have something that could help, though, possibly.
I also have something that might help, but it also might kill Vic.
Let's try to not do that.
That's fair.
Yeah, let's avoid that as long as possible.
I
That's
suppose.
plan B.
Kill Vic will be plan B.
All right. So that was his turn. It is now Nolte's turn.
Excellent. So, Nolte actually has her wings out for like another minute, because that's how long it lasts. So she's all shimmery and her eyes are glowing and shit. And she will fly in, because I have a fly speed of... let's see. I should probably have known this. Just of 30 feet. Okay, so it's the same as my walking speed. Can I get to Vic?
No, because she is 40 feet into the room.
Okay.
And you were one of the last people to get off over the edge, so I think she was ahead of you a little bit too.
Okay. Well, then I will wait till my next turn for that idea. And for this turn, I will get in a tangentially off, like, triangular location where I can get to Vic next turn,
Oh, yeah.
but where I'm not actually close to her right now in case she turns around and goes berserk at me. And then I will cast at 3rd level Guiding Bolt
Okay.
at the vampire.
All right, roll to strike.
16.
Okay. So you cast Guiding Bolt. He tries to dodge it. You barely hit him. But you do hit him.
Okay. So that's going to do 66 radiant damage.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me with 4 ones? Okay. It does 13 radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next attack has advantage.
All right. Perfect.
And then for my bonus action, because I reread my powers, Wild Shape is an action if I do it for an animal, but if I do it for a star form, it's a bonus action. So I'm going to use Wild Shape to star form into an archer. And it says, on activation and as a bonus action, I can make an additional ranged spell attack for additional radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be, 24, and it had advantage, which I didn't need. So 24 to hit, I'm assuming hits.
Yep.
And it is a... should have it in here. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's another one. 5 additional radiant damage.
So a total of 18.
Yeah. Does the radiant look like it's hurting it more, possibly?
Doesn't look like it's doing anything more than normal, no.
Ooh. And because I can do this once a turn while my wings are out, it takes another 6. Yeah, 6 radiant damage.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So he's still looking really strong. All your stuff looks like it hurts him like normal.
Like normal amounts? Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, that's what happens when I roll 5 ones.
We call that pulling a Francis.
right?
Yeah, except these weren't to hit. These were on damage. I'm like, damn it. That could have been really cool. It was not.
And it is now Riley's turn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Nolte burned her own advantage on the guiding bolt.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hex on the vampire.
Okay.
And then...
Isn't that a save of some sort?
Nope.
Oh, that just does extra damage to him when you hit him or something? Okay.
All right. That is going to be a 20... Oh, yeah. That's going to be a 34 to hit.
What? Holy cow.
Yeah.
Did you roll percentile dice to hit or something? Jeez, oh, Pete.
Nope. I'm rolling with an extra D4, and
Nice.
I rolled very high on my D20. All right. So that is going to be... 6, 8. 8 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. I rolled the wrong thing on there. One
For
second.
damage.
Yeah, for damage. All right. That's going to be 15 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second one with Bless.
And these are Eldritch Blasts?
These are Eldritch Blast. That is another... yeah, that's another big...
Nice.
So... That's going to be 18 damage on this next one.
So, like, I really hate to do this, but as you cast that, Vic is going to yell out, "What do you think you're doing?" And, like, looks at the vampire and is like, "Get out of the way!" And he steps to the side just a little bit, and I'm going to reduce the damage he took by 11.
Vic, yeesh. All right, it's like that.
Okay.
I got it. I got you.
So
It's all right, Vic. It's all right. We understand. You're into biting. It's fine.
So the blast like hits Vic and him a little bit, and this thing, as it pulls its mouth off of Vic's shoulder, you just see blood like all over. It's like a toddler that just had an ice cream bar, right? Just covered all over his face of blood. And he just hisses at you like, as you blast him with your Eldritch Blast. All right. And it is now Francis's turn again.
All right, so can I make it to Vic and the vampire? I think I was.
You can't quite get that far unless you have 40 feet of movement. I think you have 30. So you could get within 10 feet of them.
Yeah.
You could do a double movement, but that gets rid of your action. You would still have a bonus action if you were wanting to use that.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I am going to move my 30 feet, and I am going to hurl one of the vials of holy water.
Okay. Roll a straight dex or strength as your modifier.
That would be 17.
All right. So you hit this creature. I'm assuming you're throwing it at the creature. And when you
I was thinking Vic, but I'm going to go ahead with the vamp, yes.
Yep, so you hit him, and when you do, you see he, like, freaks out a little bit, and hisses at you, and you can see where you hit him is all red now, where you hit him in the arm.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Wait, did Vic try to jump in front of the vial?
I think she used her reaction. Otherwise, she would have. It is now Vic's turn, though.
Guys, I really think, I think he's our friend. Like, you know, he's not really here to hurt us. Like, he's supposed to be here. Like, we're supposed to join him, you guys. If you could just stop attacking him for just 1 minute, I think you would see that. And then Vic's gonna turn from the vampire, and she turns and she looks at Kat, because she's the only other person next to her right there. And she's gonna attack Cat.
Wow.
So, I'm sorry.
Monster.
May Francis be with your rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 12. Look at this. I got a 12, and I rolled a crit fail. So, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty solid.
That was your first attack, right?
No, those are both of them.
Oh, wow.
I got a 12 and a crit fail.
Okay.
So it's going okay. She didn't want to hurt anybody. She really didn't want to hurt anybody, you know?
Oh, yeah. So, Kat, your friend Vic is swinging at you. It's your turn.
So I'm going to unarmed strike using one of my key points to do a stunning strike on Vic, because clearly she needs to just take a nap for a minute. And that is an 18 plus 6, so 24.
Yep.
So you are stunned until the end of my next turn.
Good plan. That's a good way to go.
And
there you go. Kat is the Vic neutralizer.
And then my, let's see. My second attack is going to be on the vampire dude.
All right. So Vic, like, collapses over on top of the bones. And the bones from her barrel spill out and mix in with the bones on the floor.
So many bones. And I'm just going to do a regular strike for my second attack.
Okay.
And that is 25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So that's 7 points of damage. And then for my bonus action,
so he's looking rough at this point. In fact, where the holy water hit him, it basically started blistering since that hit him.
well, I'm going to do Flurry of Blows then and do 2 unarmed strikes for this.
Okay.
That is 25 again for the first one.
Nice.
So 7 points of damage. And then 16, 21
Wow.
for 7 points of damage again.
How much did you just do in those two? 13?
14 points of damage.
14.
So she basically backhands Vic, knocking Vic out cold, and then comes up and starts like boxing out of nowhere this vampire, chips one of his teeth, blood starts spewing out of his mouth, but he's still standing. He's looking a little rough. His pale skin is all bruised up, and yeah, it is now his turn, and he locks eyes with Cat, and he will first try and grapple her. He's going to fail miserably, I'm assuming, but it is an opposed check, so feel free to roll an athletics or acrobatics to get away from it.
Yeah. I can also... let's see. Okay. There's
Beat a 9?
13.
All right, so he lunges at you, and you kind of sidestep him. He is then going to try and swing his rapier at you. That's 21 to hit with his rapier. That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage. And he is then going to try and bite you again. Or bite you. And the bite is a 16.
I'm a 16, so it matches.
Yep, so, all right, so that hits. So I'm going to need you to make a charisma save.
Plus die 4.
Yep.
And so the first part is you take 8 points of piercing damage. You then take 7 points of necrotic damage.
What was
And what was your charisma save?
that? 15.
All right, so you barely made it. So you feel like when he latches his teeth onto you, you feel almost compelled, like, to believe what Vic was saying for a second, but you kind of shake out of it, and you're like, no, that's stupid. And you kind of get your head back in the game. And with that, it is now Nolte's turn.
Oops, that was on mute. Okay, so how Kat and Vic are next to each other, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Nolte is going to fly over and grab Vic's shoulder and kind of knock her outside of the head a little bit and cast protection from good and evil.
Okay. And how does that work?
Yeah. So that means I'm pulling the spell back up.
Thank you.
Okay, protection from good and evil. Protection grants several benefits. Oh, and I have to pick a type of creature. Clearly undead. It's protection against the undead. Oh, or maybe it's just all types of creatures. Irregardless. They have creatures of that type have disadvantage on attacks against her.
Okay.
She cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, and if she already is charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, she gets advantage on a new saving throw against that effect.
Ah, there you go. Okay. So when she wakes up on Vic's turn, or on Kat's turn, she, remember, Paula, to make that charisma save again with advantage.
With advantage.
And die 4.
And guidance, yeah. Or blessed, yeah.
Awesome.
So
Nice
I am
move.
now concentrating on this. And
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to shoot him again as the archer.
Oh, you have a
The
bonus
vampire
action.
again as the archer, yeah, because it's a bonus action.
Okay.
That's only a 14, so I'm assuming that misses.
That will miss, yes. In fact, so he dodges out of the way really easily.
All right. And then I will use any action or any movement I still have left to back up and not be standing right next to this shit show.
I was going to ask you about that, so perfect. It is now Riley's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 more Eldritch Blasts into that vampire. So with a D4 adding, well, let's see what I roll. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's gonna be a 21.
Hits.
All right. So first one does 12 plus a D6. Oh yeah, that's gonna be 18.
So what does it look like as you finish him off?
I think I just drill a hole through the center of his chest, as it's just kind of like I flick it at him and it just burns through.
All right. So we are out of combat. You kill him. He falls back as his chest gets a hole blown through it from this Eldritch Blast. And Vic wakes up, lying in her own blood amongst these bones, no longer under the charm, being charmed.
What happened, you guys? Man.
You jumped
You
in
thought the
front of
vampire was hot for a minute, and you did really silly things.
Wait,
Yeah.
is the vampire? He didn't turn into a gaseous cloud or disappear or something?
No?
All right, I'm gonna pull out the wooden stake that we collected from last session, and I'm gonna jam it into his heart.
Better safe than sorry.
Take
Wasn't there
that!
notes that said that didn't work? Like, I'm specifically remembering journal entries that said stakes don't work.
Well, that's why we use the holy water. But now that he's dead, this prevents him from coming back. There's like a scene from The Simpsons where this happens. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Maybe
When
they
when
just
you
hit
do
it
that-
right in the heart. Or
When Mr.
something.
Burns is a vampire and Homer puts the stake in it and Bart says, "Dad, that's his crotch."
So when you drive the stake into his heart, it turns into a pile of ash.
Yes.
Damn.
You can tell the smell of decay, though, was from the bodies of rats in this room.
Yeah, that's a lovely scent.
Is vampire ash any usable in any sort of like potion spells or other? Is there like a secondary market for vampire ash?
I don't know, but I feel like we should put some in vials just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems likely.
It
You
seems
know,
like
I
something I can
think-
figure out how to make a potion out of.
You can make mementos to give to
I
people.
mean, that works too.
Make money on the side. Just for
Well,
the
by way,
record,
we still
I
have
did.
We still got to deal with this whole Vic turning on the party thing.
By the way,
I
Nicole
was
and
charmed
Paula.
doesn't cut it.
Who among us has
Why
not
not?
accidentally attacked a friend?
I mean, I haven't accidentally attacked a friend, but I still don't understand why I was charmed doesn't cut it.
I mean,
So-
like I didn't mean to do it though.
Just
You
needed
know?
a nap. It's fine.
My kids say that too.
We've done this a few times before, you know.
Usually it's
Come
because
up once
Kat
or
and Vic
twice.
are drunk.
Yeah.
Actually, we used vampire ash in a previous game with Nicole and Paula in it because one of the characters had a mute. He was mute, and so we used it to
I
heal
remember
his vocal cords.
Well, that sounds super interesting, and now I'm absolutely taking vials full of it. I have an herbalism kit that has empty vials. I'm just piling
go.
some in my bag.
That's perfect.
I
All right.
imagine that as Vic gets up and like brushes herself off, she tries to pick up all the bones that fell out of the barrel toe as
Sure.
she does, and any that didn't, like, if it wasn't totally full, she'll just find the biggest bones she can around her of the rats and just pile those in there.
All right, sounds good. By the way, the rapier is still on the floor too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I check out this cool sword?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you pick it up. It's very fancy. It's got some really nice etchings into it. Very light to wield. It's in really, really good shape, too.
Who can use a rapier?
I mean,
why? Can or should?
I mean, I think we should give it a try.
I was like, because
Don't you?
for me, neither. I neither can nor should use one, but I was just making sure we were clear on the difference. Because I think Riley probably can, but shouldn't.
I mean,
like what use do I have
just
for a rapier? I just
Pointy end goes in the other guy.
Forms a little Eldritch Blast thing and then disperses. Like, I don't really have a need.
I mean, but it's kind of fancy, though. Kind of.
Think it would look good?
I mean, I don't. Maybe it's more of like a Francis style fancy.
Yeah.
But like,
fair.
it's still kind of fancy. It could be cool. That's all I'm saying. It could be cool.
Francis is neither fancy nor cool.
I don't know that it matches my crown
this
correctly. It sort of clashes a little bit. Like the styles don't really vibe together. So
it is a fancy sword. It is nice. Like this.
Okay.
If you saw, first of all, you wouldn't see this in a market to buy. It's high end. Custom.
I can use rapiers, right?
I don't know.
I don't.
You're a
Is that just a
All
martial weapon?
martial weapons.
Martial?
Yeah,
all
it's
martial? Yeah. Yep. If you have
be
martial
fine.
proficiency, you can.
I think I
Give
do.
it a shot. Just swing it around a little bit, Francis. See how it goes.
Don't
All right,
stand
well.
too close to any of us while you do.
Maybe I'll stand next to Vic. Oops, sorry.
Now, Francis, it's not very nice to hold a grudge.
I'm having a tough time letting that go.
I got bit by a vampire, okay?
Speaking of, how are you doing?
I mean, it doesn't look infected.
Are you really like a good judge of that?
You do have martial weapons, Francis, so you could use the rapier.
I do. Okay, is that
So-
because of my Tempest?
Yes. So a regular cleric can only use simple, but because you're a Tempest, you can use martial. So
Yep, I just saw that.
when you start looking at it and wielding it, you notice this is a +2 rapier. It is not magical though. So it's a +2 because of what it's made out of, how light it is, things
just
like that.
material.
It's really well made.
So the way I do it in my homebrew world is +1, +2 isn't magical. It's just really nicely made. You can get up to a +3.
Okay.
But
Alright, so it's-
you would also know this is Elvish. It was made by the elves of the ancient forest. And this sword is probably hundreds of years old, easily.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I'm gonna go check out his throne.
Yeah, so a couple things. So you guys notice standing in here, there's an altar over here with 2 statues near it. And up by his throne, there are 2 statues to the side of his throne. The throne is a bit oversized. Almost looks like it's on purpose. Anyone who wants to can give me a religion check to discern the statues up by the throne.
I'll do that. I got learnings and that stuff.
All right.
Guidance.
Yeah. Religion. 18.
Okay. The statue on the left is of the god of jealousy, and his name is Giher, Giher. And the statue on the right is the god of hatred, and his name is Vutmus, Vutmus. And as you are looking around, you guys can
God of
see...
what? Hatred?
Yeah, Vutmus is the god of hatred.
Happy fun times.
In the opposite side, this is like a sacrificial altar over here. to Arctics, and you recognize the statues as different forms of Arctics.
Wait, that was the god from last time.
Correct.
Okay.
Such a positive place.
So where you stand, there is a door to the south, a wooden door, and then there's an opening to the north that turns left.
Okay. Well,
Check out
the creepy little kid wasn't in this room, so I guess we keep going.
Okay. So are we?
Look out the door.
Out of curiosity,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's very little chance Nolte could tell this, but does there appear to be any familial resemblance to the creepy little kid and the vampire, as if it possibly could have been an apparition of the child when it was younger, or like?
It does not seem like they looked familiar. In fact, this vampire had more pointy ears. The kid was definitely human.
Got it. Well, then I say let's check out the bedroom before we move on, or the room before we move on.
Okay.
Nolte just assumes all doors are bedrooms in this place because I think we've run into like 6 of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you open the door, Nolte, to the south. When you open it, you can see there's like some cobwebs and stuff like right in front of your face as you push the door open, and the smell of mildew hits your nose right away.
And I'm just gonna slam the door shut, nothing there, and like walk away.
There could be cool stuff in there.
Treasure
You're welcome to look, but
I'll check it out.
All right. Yeah.
It just smells bad. I mean, like, it'll be fine.
While she's going in there, can I check out the throne and just see if there's anything, any compartments, any hollow areas under the seat, any push button levers that cause I don't know, some like treasure trove to pop out, or some scroll case to open.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Uh, 13.
Okay, so while you're checking that out, Vic opens the door to the south. You open the door, and again, mildew just smacks you in the face. And as you step into the room, you can tell the floor is wet. It's definitely, been covered with water for some time, as you see some mold in parts of the room on the floor growing, like a green mildewy moss mold. You also can see that there is a bed, a mirror, a desk, and a dresser, and they are all covered with mildew.
It is a bedroom.
Wait a minute, he's got a mirror?
Yeah. And you can tell nobody's been in this room for quite some time either. The wood in the room looks rotted from water damage. And looking at the walls, they look shiny, like they're a bit wet as well. Give me a perception check, Vic.
Oof.
Don't lick the walls.
10. I feel like a 10 prevents me from licking the walls, probably not from perceiving much else.
So as you stand there and you kind of look at things, trying to figure out where to start, you hear a very subtle sound of water flowing from the other side of the southern and eastern wall.
This place has got some real structural issues.
Yeah, I don't know.
As
how
he says
it's
that,
basically
you
stayed
feel
afloat.
the ground shake again as another tremor happens. Everybody, give me a dex save.
Earth was shaken.
Oh. 12?
Yep, you made it.
All right.
If anyone failed a 10, under a 10, is that you, Vic?
So, well, I was just going to ask you, do you think I get advantage on it because I get advantage on dex saves if I can, see it? But it doesn't matter because
Are you still blessed?
I rolled 2 3s. So I don't think it matters either way.
So normally with that, I would say no, because you would feel it before you see it. If something was in front of you, like a trap, then yes. If a trap was behind you, then no.
Yeah, so that's a 7 for me.
Okay. So you slip and fall right into the nasty, mildewy bed. So yeah.
That's gross.
Gross.
Very.
Okay,
That's really gross.
It's wet. It almost
I mean-
sticks to you as you try to get up.
There have been some
Yeah.
nasty things in here.
There's almost
but,
like a puff of smoke from you falling on it, but it's really just
That-
mold and spores getting released into the air.
Oh, that might have been the grossest thing so far.
You all right there, Vic?
It's gonna be okay.
Who's all in the room? Is it Vic, Riley, and Kat, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a con save, all three of you.
Oh God, I'm really good at
Ooh.
those.
You're still blessed.
This one I'm pretty good at.
13.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
28.
All right.
Show off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what would you like to? Oh, so Francis, while you're checking out the throne, you do find what looks like some kind of like a lever on the side of the throne.
Well, I'm gonna pull it.
When you pull it, some of the bones in the center of the room fall directly down. It opens like a trap, and it opens the floor up in the middle of the room. Just so happens to be not in any of the spots you guys were standing.
So it's kind of like that trapdoor in Monty Burns' office, right? That he has
Yes.
people stand on. Right. Okay.
Everything's related to The Simpsons.
Everything in life worth knowing is in The Simpsons. I believe that's what I was told.
That is a true statement. Okay. So I'm sorry. So now that can I go and look and see if does this go down to a lower level, or can I look down into the hole and see where it goes?
So when you look down, your light shines down this opening. It's real small. It's only like a 5-foot around opening, and you again can't see far enough down to see the bottom.
Oh. I'm gonna close it and then say, "Hey Vic, come here."
Since I'm in the room, did I see him do that?
Yes.
You were coughing spores.
I wasn't. No,
She
I
wasn't in there.
I wasn't in that room. I opened the door and went, "Fuck no."
Yeah, that's right. Damn it! I hate being accountable. Okay, you're right. You're being the dad today. That's fine.
Francis, that's an entirely awful idea. We still need her.
All right, letting it go.
All right. So Vic, Riley, and Kat, you guys are in the other room. What would you like to do in there?
Get out of that room. It's
Yeah,
kinda
I mean, it
gross.
was just a bed and like a mirror, right?
A dresser and a desk as well.
Oh man, we should look in the drawers, you guys. I feel like that's what Francis would tell us to do. To look in the drawers.
Okay.
I feel like Vic's gonna kind of, dust herself off a little bit from the bed incident, and probably like go over to a drawer and just like she doesn't want to touch it, but she's gonna do it, and like just try and slowly pull it open, touching as little of the drawer.
In
as
the
possible.
dresser or the desk?
Oh, let's do the desk first.
Okay. When you open the desk, you see a dusty book that has managed to not get really like drenched in any of the moisture.
So Vic's gonna pick that up with like 2 fingers, like it too is diseased, and say, "Does somebody wanna look at this book? You can make me read it too."
Yeah, sure. Like as Riley stands like as far outside the room as he can, while some like pass it over.
Here you go.
Thanks, Vic. Vic, I mean this in the nicest way. The next pool of water we find, you probably want to jump in it.
Yeah, I think
You're
know
a little
what?
whiffy.
It's a good plan.
So also inside of the desk is, your basic things like a quill pen. Looks like a dried up bottle of ink, some extra parchment paper.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
Okay.
All right. What's on the book?
So when you open it, you actually inside the front cover, it does say "Diary of Vadher." Please do not read.
Oh well, since he puts it that way, start flipping through. Flipping through.
All right. So give me a. Well, first of all, how long are you going to look through it and
Not very
like
long.
skimming it?
Quick glance. Glance. Yeah.
So give me a investigation with advantage because technically there's no pressure. You know what I mean?
All right. Rolling a d20 with advantage, a +1. Ooh, natural 20. 21 total.
So looking through the book, you learn that Vadher had apparently had a lot of respect for a lot of people. He writes in his diary about being part of the military, about different awards that he had won and how he was well decorated. But he also writes about a woman named Maliel, Maliel, and how much he cared for her and was excited to basically retire from the military and spend time with her. And then as you kind of get to the back, there's a huge portion of the diary there's just a gap in time where he didn't write in it. And it says, the very last entry says, "I will do the ritual to become immortal, to protect Obsidia from corruption, and I will get revenge for Maliel. Artix will guide me."
Yeah, that seems like that worked out really well. Like, seems like all the goals and all the boxes were checked in the end. All right. Put it shut and be like, yep, some sad sap turned himself into an undead. Pretty classic move, to be honest.
What's he getting revenge for, though?
Was that a revenge for or a revenge on?
I mean, it was,
He will do the ritual to become immortal to protect Obsidia from corruption. I will get revenge for Maliel.
Yeah.
And Artix will guide me.
Yeah, kind of sounding like a little bit of a sad sack. Lost somebody, got mad, turned himself into an undead. The classic stages of grieving.
What did you get? You did an investigation check in here, Vic, right? Or no?
I did a perception check.
What was your perception again? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. It's okay.
Super high, whatever it was.
It's all
yes, I remember. It was 84.
good. Oh, 84. Okay. Yeah. I forgot we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
Yep.
All right. You checking the dresser now?
Yeah.
Okay. When you open the top drawer, you see military clothes, similar to the previous room, decorated with a lot of the same metals, all dressed up. And then you also notice that there is a very familiar gold dagger next to it. Looks like one that maybe somebody gave away, basically, in this group.
What?
Hey, Riley. Was this the guy you lost that knife to?
I don't
This
think
one?
So,
Right here?
did I lose the dagger to a vampire?
I mean,
Lose it to a ship captain?
Give me a investigation check, Riley.
All right, let's give that.
I'm
thing
just saying that if you lost it to a vampire, though, I'd cut you
kinda-
more slack than
That's
the
a
ship
7.
But wasn't it like wasn't it like a dagger that some like assassins group used? It was ancient, and maybe this one is just similar. It's not the same one, but it's similar to it, which indicates that maybe he was part of that same group that I can't remember.
Are they telling Are they telling?
Yeah, we're having this
Francis
conversation
and I
out.
outside of the room anyway.
Riley and Vic, are you guys still in the room, or did you go
I'm
into
standing
the throne
just
room?
outside the room because it stinks
Okay.
in there. I'm
Well,
having this
I'm looking in
conversation
the
as far from
dresser,
Vic as
so-
possible.
Yep. Vic,
I'm inside the room.
You proceed to find more comic clothes. The clothes towards the bottom of the dresser are definitely molded and just gross. You actually, at the very bottom, you come across or not the bottom, one of the middle drawers seems to be a rat nest.
Of course.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
No rats are in it though.
The military uniform, is that in good shape?
No, it's got some mold on it. You probably wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the knife and then get out of here. This place
Okay.
is pretty gross.
Okay.
And that's saying something because it's coming from me. So
Okay. All right. So, you guys are all in the throne room. Are you talking about the knife then?
yeah,
Okay. Is Riley holding on to it still, or somebody
Yeah,
else?
I'll keep a hold of it.
Okay.
Try not to lose this one.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. So,
Is there a way of telling if it's the same one?
are you looking at it?
Yes, I will look at it.
Okay. Give me a investigation check. Are you proficient with daggers at all, Nolte?
No.
Oh, you're a druid anyway. It's metal.
I'm a druid.
So do it at disadvantage.
Okay. I rolled 218, so that's
Perfect.
20. Dirty
S-
20.
So you're looking at it, and you notice some markings on it. You don't remember seeing those on the previous dagger at all. It seems like some kind of marking, like almost like what might be like a serial number, but it's not a number. But it's how like maybe they would identify it, more like a signature of who created it.
Okay.
So, just by pure coincidence, exactly 1 year ago today, on August 28th of 2020, we found the dagger that Riley lost in a pool of blood. It was an ancient blade, 800 to 1,000 years old, associated with chitin, and we identified the dagger as being used by assassins associated with Burlington Castle, and it was made in chitin.
It's not freaky at all.
So,
well, that seems ironic.
I'm
Exactly
wondering
1
if
year
maybe
ago today.
I will definitely fill everyone in that this is not the exact same dagger. It's probably by the same group, but not the exact same one.
So it's like a ceremonial sort of gift thing, maybe?
I think that's what we thought before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And I'm going to point it out, and I'm like, look, see, this is their, like, limited edition marking.
I love it.
Well, why do you think he had it though? Do you think he's part of that same group?
I mean, that would be the easy option. Like, clearly he was an assassin before he became a vampire. Wasn't he in the military or something?
Yes, he was. This might be might be part of that.
So what does that mean?
Do we have anybody here who's any good at knowing if the military things he's talking about and the awards and stuff is from Crichton where the assassins are from, or because Nolte's probably crap at that, but someone might know.
I mean, I'm pretty good at history. Is that
You could make a history check.
okay?
And then Riley still has the diary, though.
Right.
Oh, we could.
You want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
It's got
Well,
his whole
this is a
story in there with the
conveniently-
military.
Yeah, convenient second clue in this overarching storyline. We want to figure it out.
It's a
Well-
24 for my
Okay.
history check.
when you start looking
Rushing
at his
night.
diary and trying to like make connections to this group, you remember. So his military uniform and everything is from Obsidia. They were directly opposed to those assassins from before. So the assassins, you've heard rumors over the years, and maybe nothing was ever concrete and proven, but you had heard that they were big, very influential in helping change people in political power, and usually would be hired out by other people in political power to get rid of their rivals, for example. A lot of corruption involved. And you also would know that, based on the military uniforms and stuff, that Vadher's uniform was probably one of those that I had explained in one of the previous sessions about the what he did in the military, how he basically used magic for the military.
Okay. So if he was unlikely to be one of them, maybe
He was an
killed one and
intelligence
this was-
officer.
Yeah, maybe he killed one and this was a souvenir. I don't know.
That seems possible.
Let's anything else in the room, or should we keep going?
Yeah, unless you want to check out the rat's nest, it was pretty gross. I don't know, there might be like some mushrooms growing on the bed that you could put in your little vials for stuff.
Pass.
But, like-
I already got mushrooms upstairs. We're good.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are heading out of this room?
Down
Okay.
the hall.
All right. So you head up this way and start walking down this way. Now, as you're walking that way, when you get towards the end of the hallway, it starts to turn in like a rounded motion rather than like a 90-degree angle. And you can hear the water flowing above your head as it falls down to the chasm. You're in a hallway, so you don't see it or anything like that. And while you're somewhere underneath the waterfall, you can, the walls and the floor beneath you goes from manufactured like stone and, brick walls to natural cavern and dirt floor. There's some cracks in the walls that you guys can see, and then before you come around the corner, you hear the voice of a boy. Oh, I thought you were all goners. You got past my pets. And now I have to protect my father. And with that, we'll take a 5-minute break. We will be right back. All right, we're back, and everybody is still in the same spot. That's a
look at
win.
that.
That's a win. All right, we had someone turn the camera off in case you guys are watching and understand how streaming works. Sometimes that throws things off, but it worked out perfect because he was at the bottom, so it did not throw my stuff off. Just other people who didn't adjust their cameras in the first place. So, when we left off, there was a boy who said, "I thought you were all goners. You got past my pets, and now I will protect my father." And, yeah. He is wearing a
Did you just hear a
necklace.
voice, or we actually see him?
You see him now as you come around the corner, and he's wearing that necklace, and it's glowing red.
Oh, balls.
It's not like
I'm gonna look
Vic's
at Vic.
necklace. It's not the same as Nick's or Vic's.
Oh.
Okay. That's
Wow,
good.
we really dodged a bullet there, guys. We were
Yeah,
about
I
to
was
go
gonna say
round
something. You're
two.
going. Let's see. How long does protection from good and evil last?
How long does that
10
last,
minutes.
though?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And
Okay.
I haven't stopped. I haven't started concentrating on anything else. So
Yep. Okay.
And it's not concentration.
So,
Yes,
what would
it
you guys like to do?
Okay.
Well, I mean,
so-
the kid's standing in front of us,
We're in a
right?
hallway.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Are we in a hallway?
You are. So the area you are in, let me pull up the map, I'll show you. You are down here where the 5 is. It's all cavernous, dirt floor, and you can see what looks like a sloping downward path to the southeast of this opening. He is standing dead center right here. So yeah, everyone type in their initiative, and we'll go from there. All right, so I had an amazing 7, so I'm very proud of that number. I will go right with Francis, probably last. And Nolte looks like she's going to go first, with Kat after her.
So glad I made this quick draw
You're not good at quick drawing, are you?
with my +8 to initiative, and I roll 5s or less every time.
you sure you're rolling a d20 and not a d12?
I'm pretty sure.
How cavernous is this cavern? How tall is the ceiling?
So the ceiling is about 15 feet tall here. You notice that the floor has been sloping down slightly this whole time. Once you kind of came out of the throne room, even that hallway kind of sloped downward a little bit. The person who really noticed that was probably Kat because of stone cutting. And even now she notices that the floor is probably not even perfectly level.
Shoddy workmanship around here.
Oh, for sure, for sure. In fact, it's probably more natural cavern than, someone hollowed it out right here.
Definitely not dwarf work.
No. And the stone walls are crumbling, and there's cracks as well. And it is Nolte's turn first.
So judgmental, Cat.
Okay.
This happens when you're an expert. At
I would assume Vic is in the front, and you guys are about 30 feet. Vic is about 30 feet from the boy in the center of this room.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to start with a bonus action to take on the constellation of the dragon.
Okay.
And that one helps out with with intelligence, wisdom and con saving throws to maintain concentration. So.
Okay.
And then I will cast the spell.
Okay.
It was super cool last time. Oh. No, I'm concentrating. I can't do that one. Okay. So not a concentration spell, which makes it less cool. Let's go with another 3rd level guiding bolt, because I liked it before.
All right.
14.
Does that hit? I should probably pull his stats up. That will hit.
Yay! Okay. There we go. I like those numbers much better. 23 damage. Radiant.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you hit him, he kind of starts to glow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he stands there and actually takes it better than the vampire seems. Like, it's a lot of damage, but he just kind of stands there and takes the impact without much of a reaction. It does hurt him, though.
Okay, it does hurt him. The next attack against him has advantage. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Cat.
Sweet. Okay. I'm going to do just a regular attack, and I have advantage.
You have advantage.
So 19.
Okay. That will hit.
And 6 points of damage. And then my second attack is an 8.
Nope.
And then my bonus action is a 16
Hits.
for 10 points of damage.
Okay.
No, that's right. 9 points of damage, sorry.
Okay. All right. So you just start going up there and start walloping him. And you can see, now that you're up close, he's actually holding a dagger in his hand that's kind of... he's kind of got it backwards in his hand, so it's like along his forearm as you start punching him. It is now Vic's turn. However, you said you wanted to run up and attack him, correct?
Correct.
You start moving up towards him, and as you get within 15 feet of him, you feel like there's a hand on your chest that just stops you dead in your tracks. Coming from like that spot where that amulet is inside of your chest right now.
I'm gonna push through it.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
That's a 6.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Shocking.
So you've used 15 feet of movement, and when you tried to push through it, you kind of bared down to push through it. You could not move further.
I'm gonna grab the amulet and like throw it off.
So I don't know if you remember, but it buried itself inside your chest. Are you going to rip your chest open to, pull it out?
Probably shouldn't do
like
that.
The stone is still there. You can see the stone. But the actual necklace portion of it and everything is like under your skin. And the stone is now glowing, and it feels hot to the touch with your hand.
That seems healthy. Okay. I am going to take out an axe, and I'm going to try and chuck it at him.
Okay. Do it at disadvantage.
Dang. Did I mention that I was raging?
Go ahead.
I'm also raging.
All right.
Oh, come on! I rolled a nat 20 and a crit fail.
So you hurl your axe with so much force. Like, you know this would have probably killed him 10 times over because of how hard you threw it. And it embeds itself in the rock where there was not a crack. And where you hit, it starts to crack and spiderweb off of it in the stones of the wall.
Damn it.
And
I like that axe, too.
It is now Riley's turn.
All right. I guess we're doing this. Has the kid responded?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, I'm going to hold my attack action.
Mm-hmm.
If he attacks, I will blast him.
Okay.
But just one of those like, hey, buddy, why don't you let's just all calm down and maybe figure out who are you?
So you say, who are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Francis, what's your dex score? Is it higher than 14?
It is 14.
Okay, I'll let you go first then.
All right, so I am going to test out this rapier.
Okay.
Gonna see if that does a little bit more, if that's a little bit more effective than guiding a bolt down onto him. So I am going to join Cat and poke this little snot-nosed brat. So that would be, as Nolte says, a dirty 20.
That'll hit. And this is with the rapier?
A rapier.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then I rolled a Nolte roll of a 1, so 5.
Okay. That's 5 damage.
Off and send them to you.
That was 5 damage with your plus
Yes.
from the sword as well?
Yes.
All right. It's not working out real well so far. So you kind of cut this kid on his arm. He kind of blocks it with the same arm holding the dagger. And it is now his turn. And the cut that you just dealt, you notice that it starts to heal itself up a little bit. And as this happens, he does this like Power Ranger type thing, and like all of a sudden armor, like this translucent magical armor, kind of covers him. And I believe that's his action. Let me check. Mage armor is a full action, isn't it, guys?
Yes. That's
Okay.
a spell.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that would be his action.
Mhm.
But each creature within 5 feet of him must make a DC 5 Wisdom save. So that would be you, Riley, and Kat.
What is this? Is this an attack?
This is not an attack.
All right.
So
This is an ability of some sort.
Charisma
Can I
saving
just
throw, you said?
automatically make
Wisdom
it?
save.
Wisdom save. All right. That's
Beat
fine.
15.
Oh, 19.
I thought you said DC 5.
20.
No, 15.
Oh, do I need to make it?
The most.
Yes, you do too. Or, I'm sorry, not Riley. I meant Kat and Francis.
I got you. Yeah, I got a 20.
Anyone within 5 feet of him. You
All
got
right, well,
a
I got
20?
a 16.
Okay. Let's see. DC 15 Wisdom save. Aw. Okay. Damn, I rolled really good on damage too.
Darn.
So, you guys who are within 5 feet of him, you hear like a whisper in your ear that sounds like this kid's voice. But you can't make out the sound, and it doesn't really bother you. At first, it almost makes you like it almost feels like a piercing in your brain, like almost like the start of a migraine, but it goes away right away. And that's his turn. And it is now Nolte's turn. But he didn't do anything. So Riley, you don't see him do anything that would make you assume that he attacked or did anything. It's just an ability that anyone within 5 feet has to make this save. So you are not triggered necessarily. Nolte.
Okay. I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff. I haven't done that for a while, but I'm going to.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk up to him and golf ball whack him with my staff.
Okay.
With a 16.
16 will hit.
That's 11 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Oh, and I actually have a 5 foot reach is, yeah, so I can I have reach, so I can be back a little bit. I don't have to be right up against him.
Okay, so you're 10 feet back?
I think that's how that says it, right?
Yeah, if you have reach, you can do an extra 5 feet. So 10 feet would
10
be
feet
how
back.
far away.
so I'm not in that like range of people right around him who are getting migraines.
Okay. All right. So that was a single attack then with that, correct?
It was.
Okay.
I only get single attack though, and I had to use my bonus action to turn it on, so I don't get to hit him with it again.
Okay.
And
just for future reference, do both attacks with the weapon count with reach, or is it just the first attack? Do you know if the bonus attack action is also with reach?
It does not say. I mean, I have to have a polearm to do it, and as far as I know, most polearms have reach.
Right. Okay. I was just curious.
It says weapon using the same ability modifier as the primary attack.
Okay.
So.
All right. It is now Kat's turn.
Okay. I'm going to do a just regular attack.
Okay.
24.
Hits.
With 9 points of damage.
All right.
His second attack is a 9, so that's a no. And then my unarmed strike, which is a 22.
Hits.
With 5 points of damage.
Okay. And you're using like a sword the first two attacks, correct?
Yeah, my short sword of pure good.
Okay. So you slash him, then you miss with the sword, and then you like back fist him, and hit him pretty good. He's looking a little bloody, but the blood is not your normal blood. It looks like it's a black ichor almost. It looks really gross. It's like a slow trickle too. And it is now Vic's turn.
All right. So seeing how, powerful my hits are and how much damage that axe did to the wall, I don't know that water streaming in is a good sign. So Vic's gonna take out her crossbow and she's gonna try and shoot him as she's sort of like moving around him to kind of get to the other side. Like she wants to be on the other side of the room.
Okay. So you're trying to move like around as much as you can?
Yeah, but I'm trying to move around to the other side of the room to what looks like the part in the map that says down to level 5. I want to move around to that area, but I assume I can't get any closer to him.
Right.
In, some sort of radius. So I'll just kind of skirt around him, but I'm also going to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay. You are at disadvantage to attack him, just so you know.
Right.
It's almost like your finger does not want to pull the trigger on the crossbow.
Oh, no, it wants to pull the trigger.
I think your brain does, but your finger does, for some reason, it's struggling.
Finger, I got a 2. 7. Pretty sure that doesn't hit. I'm just probably shooting wildly at this point.
Yeah, you're doing a terrible job as the tank.
Probably shooting Cat again.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Maybe next time.
All right, so you're able to move partially around. You get about a quarter of the way around the room. But you're not at the spot where it says down to level 5. Riley, it is your turn. You see Vic shooting wild, throwing axes at the wall, not even close to hitting this thing. You also notice she kind of stopped about 15 feet away. Nolte's up there pretending to be the tank, smacking him with a stick. Cat's up there doing cat-like things. Francis is even up there fighting, with a sword now that he's got this new weapon. What would you like to do?
All right, well, you know what? I gave this kid a fair chance.
Oh, he does tell you his name, by the way. Sorry, I forgot. He tells you, my name is Jagazal Goldwar.
That name ring a bell.
Wait, what was the last name?
Goldwar.
Jagazal?
Yep.
How do you even
sad.
spell that?
JOG'_AZOL.
Well, that's mighty nice of you to give me your name, but I feel like we're a little past If you just lay down your weapons, you just give up, and we'll stop. As I'm gonna hurl 2 Eldritch Blasts at him because
When he says that, can Nolte yell, "He doesn't make promises for us."
17. Does 17 hit?
It will hit.
All right.
He tells you, I will not die, or I will not go without a fight. You will not kill my father.
All right. Well, that's 10 damage.
Okay.
Then second one. Oh, that's not good. That's a 12.
That misses. Bounces off of his armor. His
Yep.
magical armor.
All right, and then yeah, that's probably gonna be it. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna use a luck to re-roll that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's 21 to hit.
Okay.
There we go. That's 11 more damage.
All right. Wow, that's pretty good.
Yep.
All right, Francis, you're up there within 5 feet of this guy.
Yep. All right. I'm going to use my... That name sounds familiar. I got to figure out why. But in the meantime, I'm going to rapier him. 18.
That will hit.
And this time I rolled a little bit better, so it'll be 10 points of damage.
Okay. All right, so you cut him. He looks rough. More of this black, oozy blood starts coming out of him. He looks really, really rough. But it is his turn. And now... Oh, I guess it's still just you, Cat, up there. So make those wisdom saves.
12.
All right, so you did not make it.
I did not make mine.
All right, so you guys are going to take some psychic damage as this loud, piercing sound in your ears and your head just feels a very sharp pain. You take 9 points of damage. Meanwhile, his arm, his cut that you just cut, seems to heal up a little bit. And what is he gonna do? Is it that one?
I'm gonna use my reaction to subtract 4 points of damage from the damage that Cat took.
Thanks, buddy.
How close do you need to be to them for that to
You do
happen?
that with psychic?
Anybody I can see within 30 feet.
Okay, perfect. So you guys see him start doing some hand stuff and say something, and you see he starts casting a spell. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from him and batter all creatures within 10 feet of him. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. So that would be Cat, Nolte, and Francis.
15.
4.
So 4, 15. The 15 will make it. What'd you get, Kat?
21.
All right, so you make it. So you will still take, I think, half. Let me double check. Failed save, target takes. Can't take reactions until their next turn. On a successful save, they still take half. All right, so we'll do the full damage first. So Nolte, this is yours. You're going to take 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
And the rest of you will take 8 that made the save.
Damn.
I'm actually resistant to necrotic.
Okay, so you would take half then. As
Yep.
well. So you would take 8.
I will make a I will make a concentration check for concentrating on protection from good and evil.
Okay.
And I have advantage on that.
Oh. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just
Okay.
reading something else real quick. I forgot about that. With that,
I don't
though,
think that's a good thing for us.
with that, though, he does. No, he's not. He's in it to win it. So he'll stand there now, and that was his turn. So next up is Nolte.
Vic hasn't really been getting good use out of this whole protection from good and evil thing. I mean, she's kind of effing off back there and not even getting close to him. So,
She's probably just afraid.
I'm doing my best, okay?
Here you are.
So I'm going to go ahead and drop that and cast Fairy Fire. But I want to make sure I just get the kid. I don't get any of my friends in it.
Okay. And is that a cone or?
It's a 20-foot cube. And it doesn't have to be based off of me. I can put it as far as 60 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, you can put it on the other side of it. How big of an area of effect is it, though?
20 foot.
Okay. Just look real quick.
And he needs to make a dexterity.
So 20
saving
foot, just so
throw.
you know. So that would be from this corner all the way up here would be 20 foot. So that would basically get you included, because this room is about 25 by 25.
Okay, but that's if I put it in the middle of it. Can I put it back farther so maybe half of it is like would have been out of the room?
Like through the wall?
Yeah. I really just want to get him.
I know what you're trying to do. So I wouldn't allow that for like a fireball for himself. What kind of damage is it? What is the damage type?
It's no damage at all. It is it's a light show. He has to have a saving throw or be illuminated in light, which gives people advantage against him, and he can't be invisible. So it's not going to do any damage to him. It's going to give everyone advantage against him.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
So he has a dex saving throw.
Okay. Let's see what his stuff is. All right, so I got an 18.
Okay, that makes it. So nothing happens.
Okay. So I imagine like you see these like strobing lights all of a sudden, and not like it just fizzles out right away.
Okay.
All right. It is now Kat's turn.
Oh, I still get to hit him with my shillelagh as my bonus action.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was like, I still get my bonus action hit.
Yep, go for it.
I do not. It's a 9.
Oh, yeah, no, that misses. Now it's Kat's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with my regular hit. Whoop! Nope. That was a 1.
Yeah, you miss.
Yep. Oh, yep, I do.
Don't worry. Not going to have any consequences for it tonight.
Okay, good.
Vic.
Second one.
Sorry. I forgot.
Whoa.
You got like 3 attacks. I forget.
I do. The second one I make up for it with a 24.
Okay, hits.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Okay. That's with
and
your
then
sword.
my unarmed strike is an 18 with 9 points of damage.
All right. So what's that look like as you drop him? Like, what do? You basically, your first attack, the sword, did it. But I imagine, like, as he's falling down or something, you kind of, like, you push him or punch him or kick him. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I don't know. So since I miss him with the first one, that makes me a little peeved. So I go real hard with my second strike. And then, because my last one is an unarmed, I just kind of, like, bitch slap him a little bit because I'm mad.
And then meanwhile, Prodigy starts playing in the background.
Exactly.
All right, so when he hits the ground, you can tell the life like drains out of his face. His eyes roll in the back of his head, and as he like falls, when he hits the ground, you just see his body just not disappear, but it just kind of like dissipates into nothingness. and a dagger and an amulet sit on the ground.
Maybe don't put the amulet on.
Hey, Vic, don't grab...
When he disappears, Vic almost like falls forward because she's been like pushing on this invisible barrier the entire time. She almost just kind of like falls forward to the ground. But I mean, nobody else is gonna wear the amulet.
Your amulet, by the way, Vic, it comes out of your chest now, and you lose the abilities that it did give you before. Now it's just a nice little necklace. And you have a scar in your chest where it was before.
I mean, you know,
Scars are cool.
war wounds are sexy,
replacement.
so
Chicks dig scars.
exactly.
Is this the same dagger as the other dagger?
No, this is a pretty crude looking dagger. It looks dull.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab it anyway.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right.
Does
you
this
grab the dagger.
amulet look like the amulet I was wearing?
Looks completely different.
If you could
It also is not illuminated now. It looks like a dark red, like not ruby. Actually, yeah, it's a dark red ruby. How about that?
All right. So obviously you saw so the warlock that was at our party before Riley and Nolte joined us was Garuman.
Saying I'm not your first warlock.
Goldwall.
Francis.
You're not my first trip around the warlock block. No.
Oh, wow, this is coming out now.
It was actually Paul Callist from Twitter who played in our Forgotten Throne campaign.
He didn't leave on the best of terms.
I can understand that.
Any chance we could sit down and have a little bit of a small snack and maybe get some
rest would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling so great over here.
Well, could we maybe do it somewhere else, though? Vic will say as she points at the axe embedded into the wall with the water pouring, or the
No water.
cracks.
It's cracking.
Oh,
Wait,
okay,
you
that
said
was
it.
That's a good
in my
point.
head.
That's an
The
excellent
cracks.
point.
The
Vic.
cracks are like spidering, like kind of like a
I
windshield a little bit.
I actually have an interesting idea with that. I have mold earth as a cantrip. Is that something that could fix this?
Could, and it could also go very wrong. If you move the wrong things, I mean, you could cause a collapse. You would probably know that, though.
I'm prepared for that inevitability.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
So what are you going to do with molding the earth? What's your plan?
Molding earth, I'm just gonna try to mold the seams back together.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to repair the cracks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought you were going to try to tunnel a wall like what another player in one of our games does and stuff like that.
No.
This is
I
very
just
unstable
sort of
rock. So yes.
I just want to sort of mend and mold the rock
She
back
wants
together.
to fix it.
You can fix it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
actually take my axe out before as she's doing that.
That would
too.
probably help.
Okay.
I mean, but then we could take a snack break in here. I'd love to look at the amulet.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, how long has it been since we've slept?
We had a
Not
long
long.
rest.
Not long. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of do that a lot.
So
We had
then,
a long rest after the first vampire encounter.
Yeah, I was going to say it has not been long enough to take a long rest. In fact, it's not even close to that. I'd say you guys have been walking around for a couple hours since your last long rest.
all right. Well, then at least a little snack break. Do you, Francis? Do you have prayer of healing or anything?
I don't have that one prepared. I mean, I can do any sort of. I mean, I do have. Just regular cure wounds.
Yeah, I'll roll hit dice before.
Or yeah, any of us can roll hit dice.
Yeah, it's better to save spells till we're in. So.
All right. Well, I think on a short rest, Oh wait, do I recover any spell slots?
Nope, clerics don't.
Clerics don't. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to hold on to the dagger. I'm going to expend a couple of spell slot or hit die.
Okay. Just so you know, the dagger you picked up from the boy is not magical. Nothing seems to happen if you're trying to attune to it or anything like that. Nothing happens. It's just a mundane dagger of some sort.
Okay.
All right. So the hour passes without anything eventful happening. You can hear coming from the sloping downward hallway. You can hear seemingly that waterfall crashing into more water. And yeah. Anything else you guys want to do before heading down the hallway?
The amulet. I was taking a look at the amulet.
Yeah, so
during a short rest.
It seems as though there's nothing magical about either one anymore. Well, yeah, there's nothing magical about them anymore.
All right, is there one amulet that better matches my attire, or am I just not sure?
The one you had before does.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to suggest that Cap maybe put on that amulet because it kept Vic from attacking.
I'm not one to put on crazy magical amulets that, sounds like a terrible idea to me.
All right. We all ready for the final encounter?
Yeah.
It's the final countdown.
How much can I heal up for during this short rest?
Hit dice.
Hit dice.
Yeah, so as a monk, I
3d8.
think that's a D6, right?
Okay.
And you can do it up to your level
Plus your Constitution modifier.
for each die you roll. So you can roll one die at a time and decide if you want to roll a second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, because you're sixth level.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, each time you roll a D6, add your Constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you gain back. But once you expend them, you don't get them back until a long rest. And even then, I don't think you get every single one. I think you only get a certain amount.
You get half of your level back. So you'll get 3 of them back when you rest.
Yep, that's correct. Oh, I got the wrong
But if you're in D&D Beyond, it just gives them all to you. I feel like. Or maybe that's just because I don't use all of them ever.
Possibly. Hang on one second. I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, so you guys start making your way down. When you walk into this new room, it's dark. All you hear is the sound of crushing water against, more water. And you can see the waterfall is in the northwest corner of this room. It flows into a small lake with an island in the center. The water is dark and dirty looking. It also smells like sewage.
Oh, that's gross. We're all gonna need a bath after this place.
Yeah, we're going to go back up to that tavern and I'll have a nice soak.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe a couple times.
So you guys are coming in from down here. You can see that there are 2 ways around this water. You can go down this way. It also looks like you could walk behind the waterfall if you wanted to.
That's probably just gonna give us like sewage vapor all
Yeah.
over us.
If the waterfall's smelly, maybe let's not go that way.
But that's the way that's interesting. What's on the island?
It looks like some bones.
Put 'em in
Maybe
a
some
barrel.
rat bones. And give me a perception check, Francis. With advantage.
22.
So when you look at it, you see those bones, and you look up, and you can see the opening in the ceiling.
Yeah.
To the room above. You
Hey, I
can't
did
obviously
that.
see the room, but you can tell there's an opening there.
All right. Well, I think I want to head toward the waterfall. I haven't
Okay.
been nastified yet this game, so.
Okay.
Do that. I'll meet you on the other side. That lake, man.
So Vic, you're going the other way?
Yep.
Okay. Who's going under the waterfall? Who's going the other way?
I'll go the other way with Vic, and as I'm going, I'm actually going to be smart and activate my constellation now instead of when we get into combat.
I'm gonna follow Noti.
Okay.
I will go under the waterfall, or to the waterfall.
Okay. So Kat and Francis are going under the waterfall?
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys start making your way around over here, the other group finds themselves over here. And you can start to see Area 2 up here. Especially you guys, Francis and Kat. And you see a few ripped and scratched portrait paintings leaning against the wall. Yeah. That is it.
All right, so nothing special behind the waterfall?
Does not appear as though there is. You do know you can't see through the water. It's pretty dirty water. And in fact, when you go behind that, you can't even make out the light on Vic's crown anymore. And that goes for you guys as well. When you try to watch Francis and Kat go under the waterfall, you can't see the light through the water, but you can see it coming out both sides of the waterfall.
All right. So do we meet over at Area 2?
Vic, Nolte, and you guys, are you guys going up to Area 2 or are you going straight to Area 3?
I mean, can we just wait at that intersection for them? I don't want to walk all the way around.
So like down
and
here?
have to come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can wait down there. So what do you want to do, Kat and Francis, about those paintings?
I want to take a look at them. Are they like the paintings that we saw at that one
In the
place?
spider tower?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. Both of you can have inspiration, and the answer is yes. They're very similar style. However, these look to be of a man who is in military uniform and medals. In fact, both of them are. And they seem to be, from what you can tell of the faces, even though it's all scratched up and kind of destroyed, it looks to be two different men.
Does one look like scowling and the other look like his head is hung in shame?
No. Well, no. They look like also two different military ranks, and as well as maybe MOSs or jobs. One of them obviously looks like the intelligence officer. The other one, you can't make out the exact insignia that's on it because it's got a scratch through it, but it does not look like it's the same as the intelligence officer.
Okay.
All right. So you guys end up coming down here. As you start to walk into Area 3, you hear a pulsing hum that can be heard. Riley, I'm going to send you something real quick.
All right. Well,
That's not ominous.
And while you're in this little room of room 3, on the walls, you see light up red runes that are pulsing with the pulsing hum. But the pulsing hum is not coming from the runes. It seems to be coming from straight ahead. You can't see far enough into that cavern to see what exactly is in there. But in this room, the red runes are pulsing like with a red glow. If somebody wants to make an Arcana check,
I'll do that.
they might be able to discern what this means.
I'll take a swing at that.
Okay.
Hold on, let me pull up my skills. Arcana. You know what? I'm going to use another luck.
Okay.
Nope. Got nothing. Except the dog.
All right.
Apparently really wants attention.
So you're not quite sure what these runes mean. You're trying to like discern, what they could possibly mean, and you're not putting anything together.
That's not good. It
doesn't feel like an immediate threat to you, though. You're not in imminent danger.
That's a good change of pace.
All right. So you guys keep walking through. As you come into this room, you see this large black orb in the center of the room. It is 20 foot. It has a 20-foot radius. But before that, you hear an echo off the cavern walls. You came because Vadher sent you, didn't you?
I mean, sent is such a strong word. We really are here by happenstance, and it just so happens that it worked out.
Vadher.
Up on the cliff. What?
No.
Did I miss something? Oh, okay.
No, I was just laughing, being like, yeah, I he wasn't expecting that response.
Up on the cliff ahead, which you can see above this perfectly black orb with a 40-foot diameter. It is half... by the way, the orb is half buried in the ground. Only the top half of it sticks up. So it's about 20 feet up in the air. Or not in the air, but protruding from the earth, I should say. You see a robed green skeletal figure holding a staff. He also appears to have a ring. The ring and the staff both have a gem in them that is pulsing with the orb in the center of this room. And this orb that's making this humming sound, like I said, it's all happening in unison with the light from these stones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, this creature up there tells you, I'm eternal. You're going to regret coming here.
So, you're claiming to be eternal, right? That qualifies as unkillable?
As you ask that, he starts chanting.
I'm going to put an hourglass in his face.
All right.
Come down here and say that to my face.
So that ledge is about 15 to 20 feet above the floor that you're on. It's a rough cliff face kind of thing. It's like almost a sheer drop off. So it is difficult terrain to climb up and get up there, just so you guys know. The four blobs that are drawn on here, those are natural pillars, like stone pillars that go up to the roof, and they hold this place up. You can't see what's in the back over here or anything like that, but yeah, that is what you see in this room right now.
So whereabouts are we? Are we right at the entrance?
Yeah, you're back
room?
here. Yep, so you're pretty far away right now.
Hey, Can I put an Eldritch Blast in this guy's face?
Yeah, we're all going to roll initiative.
All right, sounds good.
He
Come
was
on,
technically he was casting his spell first.
Yeah. Hey, quick draw. 28 on my initiative.
You're probably going to end up going first. Probably.
I would hope so. That's a pretty unattainable number for most
That's like the
monsters.
first time.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20 on my...
All right, next will end up being Nolte, it looks like. Then it will be Francis. Then Kat. Then Vic. And then I'm last. Because, you know, he's casting a really big spell.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's up by like where the number 5 is.
Yes, right in front of it, like between that and the cliff face. Yep.
Okay.
He's right on the edge.
Okay.
All right. So, Riley, you shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I'm hexing him first if I'm getting a full turn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's getting the Hex, and then he's getting the Eldritch Blast. So that first one's a 15.
That is probably going to miss. Yep, that misses.
All right, second one. Actually, you know what?
No, that does hit. Sorry.
Okay, so 15 hits.
With
And let's
his
roll
mage
damage.
armor, he has a 15. So you just
So that is 12 plus an additional 5, so 17 damage. Second Eldritch Blast. Ooh, a 14. It does not hit, correct?
does not.
I'm using my last luck.
Okay.
Oh, no. All right, that doesn't hit. All right. I watched the digital dice go from an 18 to a 5.
I love it.
All right.
So you hit him with one attack, and that was 15 points, correct?
Yeah, 17.
17 points. Okay, I'm glad I asked. Okay. Nolte, it's your turn. Are you moving, or are you staying back at the opening to this room?
Well, I'm definitely not going to stand in the bottle
I'm
now.
sorry, I meant that for Riley. Before you. I'm assuming Riley's staying at the entrance to this room.
He'll slide in a little bit more, try to draw some fire. He hasn't taken too much damage.
Okay. Sorry, Nolte, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. So I am definitely not standing in the little kill pocket there.
Okay.
So maybe over towards where number 4 is.
So down here in the between the orb and this cavern pillar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
So that's going to make a big lightning storm. And I want it to be above him and the orb.
Okay.
I'm going to start by calling my first lightning bolt down on him.
All right.
So that's a dexterity saving throw.
He definitely made it. I got a 20.
Okay. Well, so he's going to take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I rolled a 12, so he takes 6 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do this turn.
All right. Francis.
I am going to touch Vic and give her protection from evil undead.
Okay.
I'm sure she's going to go running away from me at this point, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll protect her for now. Stupid Vic. Well, I'm sorry, dead. Shh.
All right. And that's your whole turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm going to cast, and I think I am going to move. I think to the north. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go north, kind of flanking around that northern pillar. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so you're able to get right behind this pillar. So you can't see him now from where you are positioned. The good news is he can't see you either. All right. And it is now Kat's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move into the room, and I'm gonna do Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay. What's the range on that one?
30 feet.
Okay. So to do that, let's see. So and you have, how much movement do you have? 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay, so you're here. Okay, it'll be close, so I'll say yes, you can do it. You'll hit him.
And
If
then,
you hit him.
Yeah. 6. So that's a 17.
That will hit him. He has a 15 AC right now.
All right, so that is 9 points of damage, and then I'm gonna spend a key point to do it as do a second one.
Okay.
Bonus action. Ooh, that's only a 13, so that doesn't hit.
Okay. Oh, actually, that first one did not hit either. I forgot. He has a bonus to his AC. I forgot to include. Sorry about that.
9.
All right. Technically, his AC is 17, so sorry about that.
Okay.
All right, Vic.
All right. I'm gonna use double movement, and I have my speed is 40 feet, so I will get all the way up to him.
Yep.
In his face.
Okay, you're right next to him. All right, and it is now his turn.
Now he can just kill me. Perfect.
I mean, he might be able to. I don't know. So he finishes his chanting, and you guys see above the orb a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears. Centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration, this void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. So anybody basically in this room at this point is going to feel the effects of this. So you are all blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes cold damage. So, you're all going to take 7 cold damage. And I need a dexterity saving throw. And you have to beat a 15. So if anyone beat a 15...
I got a 15.
Also
Okay.
15.
Okay, so you then don't take this. If you were under the 15, you're going to take an additional 5 acid damage. And this lasts for 1 minute.
All right. I do maintain my hex, so...
And it is now Riley's turn, by the way.
All right. Well, gonna put another 2 Eldritch Blasts into this guy. He seems to deserve it.
Definitely.
Oh, my goodness. That didn't go. 14. So I rolled a 10. I rolled a 10 and a 14. So both mine miss.
Yep, miss.
Yep.
All right, Nolte. Yeah, you guys are all at disadvantage now, too, because of the blindedness.
Okay. I actually don't have to see him. I'm going to call down more lightning.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, I'm going to do it on him. I'm going to do it on him.
Okay.
Next saving throw.
Okay. So he makes the save again. I got a 20 again.
26, so half of that is 13.
13. Okay, so you see that. Well, you don't see. You hear the crackle of electricity through the air. All right. It is now Francis's turn.
All right, I'm going to go with, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And I am going to make my way toward him and hopefully to catch him within my whirring blender.
Okay. Spirit Guardians is a regular action, correct, to cast that?
Yes, I'm just saying that's my move.
Yep.
So
movement, you can move 15 feet because it's difficult terrain now. You're able to move. You're about there. You're able to get up to the wall here. So next turn, you can probably get down to here, and he will then be in your Spirit Guardian blender.
Okay.
All right. Next is Cat.
How far away am I from him?
You are where you think he is. You're about, well, one, there's a 15-foot wall that you'll have to climb. That'll be double your movement.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're about 15 feet from that wall as well. So it would take 45 feet of movement to get up on the cliff with him. You
Okay.
could get to the wall with your regular movement, though. If you want to do double movement, you can get up there. You just won't have any regular actions. You'll still have your bonus action. But you're also swinging blindly, which would be a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to just do my regular movement to get to the wall.
Okay?
And then I'm going to do my Radiant Sunbolt again.
Okay, you will be at disadvantage.
Yep. Ooh. Yep, that's a 10, so...
Miss. All right. You hear it hit the wall, and you then hear rocks crumble to the ground. Vic, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, obviously, I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
And then I am going to, for my first hit, I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second will just be a regular attack.
Okay, so it's So it'd just be a regular
So
roll
it's just
then.
a regular, yeah.
No. So your whole turn is reckless attacks then. So you'll get. You don't declare it for one action. You declare it for your round, because then
Okay.
everything that attacks you is at advantage to hit you technically.
Yes, but he's technically at disadvantage to hit
Because
me
he can't.
because of the protection from evil spell that Francis put on me.
Ah.
So technically, it just evens.
So that was
itself out.
concentration before, though, wasn't it?
What?
Yes.
His protection of evil when he did Spirit Guardians went away though.
What?
It's you can't have two concentration spells going at the same time.
All right, I didn't realize that. Okay.
I'll let you. Well,
No,
yeah.
it's all right.
Let's
That's
go
fine.
with it. Yeah, let's go with it. Okay.
So I got a 20 and a 23.
Wow. Well, you hit with the first attack and the second attack. So
All right.
roll for damage, and then I will see if he keeps his concentration on his spell.
So 12 plus 7 is 19 points of damage.
19 points, you said?
Yep.
He didn't make either of his saves. Not that it would have mattered. So, anyways, you guys all of a sudden can see again from the light that's on her crown, and you can see him standing there as he gets hit the second time. So how much was the total damage?
19.
Oh, 19 total. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 1 and a 3 on his con save, so. 19.
And when everybody can all of a sudden see again, Vic will shout out, "Let there be light!" really loud.
I love it. Beautiful. Well, it is his turn. And you're right next to him. I don't want to do
Yeah, but can he take this on?
Can he take you on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he can. He can do a lot of things. So he's going to cast... All right, he's just going to do this anyway. He's going to cast Arms... No, he's not. He's going to cast Invisibility on himself.
Coward.
And you can't see him anymore. And I believe that's his whole turn. Yeah, that's one action. So that is his whole turn. So he disappears into nothingness. And it is now Riley's turn.
I'm going to shoot the black orb.
Okay.
So, that's a 20 to hit the black orb.
So when you hit the orb, you can see it pulses as it gets hit, a really large pulse, and then it seems to like die out a little, like no energy, and then all of you in this room can feel it like shoot out force damage to the whole room. You all take 5 damage. But then above your guys' heads, you see through the cloud for Call Lightning, you see a stalactite fall and smash into the orb. As it smashes into the orb, you can see this skeletal creature standing there on the ledge again. And he yells and like reaches with this spectral hand towards the orb. No! And he like falls to the ground, dropping his staff. And the rest, like the ground starts shaking. Massive earthquake starts happening. Rocks start falling. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, oops. So I got him, guys. I got him. We should probably go.
What else? Like, what else was up here? Like, were there any like doors up here or anything like that we would have noticed?
Are you wanting to spend the time to look around while stuff's falling, or?
Well, I mean, I figure like
Grab the staff in the ring.
You see a table near you. It's about 20 feet away from you.
Grab the staff in the ring.
Okay, I'll run over there. I assume that's in the same direction as the dude.
The dude was right next to you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to kick him when he's down. And I'm going to grab his staff.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I can grab the ring off of him feasibly quickly. But if I can,
you could.
I will.
You could. It comes off.
I'll run over and see what's on the table.
It has books that are all over the table. Make a deck save,
No,
Vic.
Hey, no, what did you say?
Make a deck save.
From, like, falling rocks?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
All right, you make it. So you see a large rock land right next to you, about half your size, and
right.
smash into the ground.
Nobody got time for these books. They ain't gonna help us. Book never helped anybody. Get out of here.
So as you go back towards the cliff, you guys all look up and you see the roof start caving in. And as it's crashing, you still see energy pulsating from where this orb was. This orb is smashed into pieces, but there's still magical force energy coming out. And you guys feel a huge wave of it. Everybody takes 20 points of damage.
What?
Oh boy, I'm down to 0.
And you all, even the ones that made it and are still having
What
hit
type
points.
of damage
What
is
what
this?
are we? Wait, made it? Did we roll
It's
it?
bludgeoning. I'm sorry, it's force damage, magical damage. But all of you seemingly fall unconscious. And when you wake up, you're standing on top of a bunch of debris, and you're in a large crater. And when you look up around this crater, you see buildings, mostly newly constructed buildings, which is completely different than where you were before when you went to this Black Rock village, where it was all decay and just run-down ruins, except for just a few of the buildings.
I'm back in time.
But you do see the gate to the village, and it's exactly the same as you remember it. You do still see some ruins, and you see people standing there on the edge of the crater looking down at you. You also see what looks like a bunch of statues that are near the gate that you are looking up at. And 5 of those statues look exactly like you guys. And we're going to end the session right there.
All right.
So, if this is your first time here, guys, thank you for watching. Smash that subscribe button. Give us a like. And we will be playing this game again in about 4 weeks. We play this game every 4 weeks. We have a variety of other campaigns on the channel. Would love if you check those out. If you want to know some of the stuff we kind of started to tie up tonight and clear up some loose ends, you can go back and watch the previous episodes. There's a lot of stuff from early in the campaign that kind of came up and things like that. So highly encourage you to go check those out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Game on.